Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your When Twin Flames Reunite Timeless Tarot reading. This was actually a reading that was suggested by a viewer named Star Sapphire. So if you enjoyed this reading, make sure that you send some love and gratitude out to her for suggesting this. Basically what she said to me was there's a lot of information out there for when twin flames are separated from each other and all the healing and everything that's going on, but there's very little information about when they reunite and the energies that you're dealing with in those situations. So you've got to look at it this way. When you break up with somebody and you both go and you're living your own life and having experiences without each other, when you come back together, even though you're very much in love and you do want to be with each other and only each other, it can be hard to work through some of those energies. So I marinated on her request, and what you're about to see is what I have come up with, okay? So all the decks I'm using are listed in the description below, but this is you, Sagittarius. This is your card, Temperance, the card that represents you in the tarot. And this is a general reading, so your twin flame could truly be any other zodiac sign. I am not excluding any other zodiac sign. And you know what? That right there, that was my answer. Because what I was about to do is grab a card, because that's the other 11 zodiac signs, okay? And I was going to grab a card to give somebody out there a special confirmation from Spirit on Spirit's Accord about the zodiac sign of their twin flame to make this reading even more special for them, okay? But because that fell, to me, Sagittarius, that was a symbol from the universe that your twin flame, if it's a Sagittarius, a fellow Sagittarius, this is an especially strong reading for you. Does not exclude all the other zodiac signs. It's just saying that Spirit has said, those of you with the Sagittarius twin flame, there's very special message in this reading for you. Okay, and I was thinking to myself, well, if it is the same sign, twin flame, it's not very fair because there's not a card, but how beautiful was that? So those of you with Sagittarius twin flames, this is a very special reading for you. So let's get right into this. What are these cards? Well, to me, I feel the twin flame love story and experience, if it's where you guys meet up and then there's a disconnection and then a period where we come back together, that to me is like where our initial love starts out in one dimension, and then the disconnection, the breaking up of the relationship, and then when we come back together, it's shifted into a whole nother dimension of love and experience. And this vice versa tarot is so beautiful to depict that type of dimensional shift in your twin flame experience and love. So this here is the representation of that story. So here, this is where you meet your twin flame. You guys meet and connect under the guise of the moon and stars, which means there's much hidden about you and about them, but nonetheless there is an attraction and a connection that is undeniable. And then this ace transitions into the Two of Cups. And now the sun is rising and we're really recognizing the bonds we have with each other, the connection we have with each other, the love that is present, okay? And now more time moves on and you'll see the sun is now high in the sky. And this is the point where now we're recognizing our differences with each other, our incompatibilities, and the energy of this dimension, of this side of the card, is where we try to push against each other. We try to shape each other. We try to change each other rather than learning how to flow with each other's differences, okay? So there's bucking of currents here, and the energy can feel strained and intense and tight. And, you know, time moves on, and now here we are at the Ten of Cups. And so this initial meeting, this beginning, has now transferred into the 10. So now we're at an ending, okay? And you'll see the lovers embraced on the shore. Their clothes are tattered. There's many... I'll bring it closer because I'm not sure you can see that as well. I don't know if you can see all of them as well. I'm sorry. Anyways, you'll see that many experiences have been shared with each other, but the energy of this card says there's much more to learn. There's much more that needs to happen, and those experiences come without each other. So now here we are into the Eight of Cups energy, where we've moved on. So the Ten of Cups has now gone down to the Eight of Cups, and the reason for that is you and your twin flame, instead of completely discarding the relationship entirely, has each taken a cup with them, okay? Which means we don't entirely let go of this relationship. And now here we are in the Tower energy, and it's very shocking and upsetting, the loss of this relationship, the departure. It puts us into great sadness, and it's felt deep within. And you look at this knight here, he is stabbed with 10 swords. Nobody could survive that. And this is also saying that your twin flame has the only sword that can truly penetrate your armor, and you have the only sword that can truly penetrate your twin flame's armor, okay? So there's a huge element of defeat and sadness and complete shock and shakeup when this relationship ends, okay? But it puts you in the Hanged Man energy, and in that energy, it's where you realize there's things you must sacrifice about yourself. There are things your twin flame must sacrifice about them. There's elements of the relationship that absolutely have to change and transition. And you realize there is great growth that needs to happen for you and for your twin flame before you can come back together. So through that, now we are in that contemplation, and you see that little blue flower. There's healing coming through, okay? And now we have shed that old shell of us, our old relationship, okay, because it needed to die, it needed to end. And again, we're looking on, you know, in contemplation, going over everything, rehashing the entire experience, because now the Tower is also flipped. And you'll see the two Sphinx swimming away. The chariot has washed upon the shore, and the Sphinx are now going in separate directions. They have different journeys. The initial success of the chariot has now ended in destruction, and you're realizing why the relationship had to end. The mask has come off. You know that you both have a lot of learning and growing to do during this separation, okay? And as you move through this energy, you come to realize through this Eight of Cups that the ending is really just the beginning of something new, and there is hope and there is a new beginning for the two of you, because now we've returned to this place of innocence, the true element of the twin flame love, and we're no longer angry and hateful and spiteful. We're seeing things with beautiful eyes of our soul that's not tainted by life experience, or anything that happened with that twin flame energy, okay? And then it also brings you into the realization that, you know, an eclipse is only a temporary darkness. It is not the death of the sun, right? So you realize that this separation is only an eclipse to your relationship, and it's only a moment in time, because as we work through these energies and we return to this space, then we come into this dimension of love right here. And this is what I'm talking about. This card is just absolutely No words, no words for this card. Here we are, where our love has gone to a different dimension, okay? And again, we're restored to the 10 cups, and we realize this is who we belong with. We know who our twin flame is, and now our love is fully in the light. There's nothing hidden. You know, it's not under the guise of the moon and stars anymore. We're grown, we understand, and now we recognize each other as twin flame energy, okay? As depicted in this card. That is the description of this card, and you see the star there above them. And finally, we transition now into this side of the lovers, this dimension of the twin flame experience, where we now flow with each other's differences and our incompatibilities. There's no more pushing against the current, pushing against the tide, pushing, oh, look at that, pushing against each other. So that is the story of the twin flame, you know, meeting, disconnection, and reunitement, and how all those energies play out and why. So, Sagittarius, let's get into your personal story specifically and see how all that's playing out for you. So this just has to let you know that when you and your twin flame reunite, there's a very peaceful and gentle energy that will be shared between the two of you. That definitely wanted to come out, but I feel like that was just like a little bonus message. Let's see overall what the energy is. Okay. So we have 2 cards that flew out for you guys. We have healing and we have truth. So when you and your twin flame reunite, there is a profound healing that takes place between the two of you. And also with this, with truth, there is going to be no more lie. There's no more deception. And I love the synchronicity. Do you see the 2 medicine bottles? Twin flame. Do you see the 2 reflections looking at each other? Twin flame. Okay, so synchronistic. This is saying when we come back together, it's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but. And that is what we both want. We want to heal the past. We want all the skeletons out of the closet. We want a true, clean slate to move forward. We truly want to reconnect, reunite, and have a fair shot at another chance with each other. So very strong. And I would say, just because that like double Sagittarius energy came out, I love the medicine bottles, and then the 2 goddesses, the reflection looking at each other there. So let's see, Sag, what your greatest fear and insecurity is in reuniting with your twin flame, and your twin flame's biggest fear and insecurity in reuniting with you. Okay. Oh. So your biggest fear is that once you guys get together, it all falls apart. Like you're like, fate only brought us back together for it to end all over again. Like you're really afraid of that. Okay, but remember, this is just an insecurity. This is just a fear. And their biggest fear is kind of like yours. You are safe from harm. But, so they're afraid that, you know, maybe it's not the real deal this time and that it will fall apart as well. But also with this, for those Sagittariuses that have a very, very big temper, your twin flame's biggest fear could actually be your temper. And, you know, just how they will deal with that, or how much control you have over that. So that is definitely a message with this, but more so I feel it's the same fear as you. Like, is our love going to be strong enough? Will it be safe from any sort of harm, you know, any sort of outside influence coming in? Are we strong enough? Okay, so let's see what the remedy is for both of you with these fears and insecurities that you guys both have. All right, Jewel within a teardrop. Appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection. Sagittarius, it's the real deal. You guys are, this is tears of sadness turn into tears of joy. Have no fear, my Sagittarius. You are fearless, but this is the one thing that you fear like a little baby. They need to recognize that with evolution, things have seriously changed inside you, inside them, and the relationship that you guys will now share moving forward is going to be quite different. Things have changed. You both have evolved a great deal. Okay, yeah. These fears that you both have, unfounded, no need for them, okay? Let yours go. Help your twin flame let theirs go now that you understand where they could be coming from. So let's pull some romance angel to see about, you know, this reunitement and the energies surrounding it. To me, this is like when we get back together, it's the honeymoon phase all over again, or you guys decide to go on a trip together, or you guys just completely get lost in one another and block the whole world out and just really reconnect. But to me, the honeymoon phase, and oh my gosh, look at this, what's next, worth waiting for. Yeah, when you guys come back together, this is like that kind of silly love that everybody wants. It's just, you know, it's that foo-foo up in the clouds, butterflies in my tummy, oh my god, I feel so silly crazy. Yet it is at the same time the real deal, like on a whole nother dimension. Okay, so it's beautiful that it has this playful energy to it, but at the same time it's so deeply rooted in your soul. Yeah, honeymoon phase for you guys for quite some time after we reunite with one another. So let's pull a card to look at your emotional energy towards your twin flame in the reunitement, and their energy towards you in the reunitement. Emotional energy. I'm just going to pull a Cups card for this. Yeah, you feel as though one, they're the only one you want. You want to return to them. Even if you've dated other people, you're like, nope, it's the desert without you. I want to return to you. But also, again, this is like you are really afraid that they're going to leave you, maybe. Like they're just going to up and walk away from you. All right? Let that fear go, Sag. And let's see. Oh, look at this. Yeah, let that fear go. Okay? They are at the Ten of Cups. And I just want to put this here as a confirmation to you that they have dimensionally shifted in their love for you, the vibration, the frequency. They know that you guys are written in the stars, okay? They're the Ten of Cups. Doesn't get better than that. Just saying. It does not get better than that. So let's look at spiritual energy for you and for them. You are so stable in your love for them and only wanting to be to them. They are where you feel like your soul is at home the most. just like this, they're the only person you want to be with. You want to return to them. That's that. You want to be their king or their queen. You want to live in your castle and live happily ever after. That's what I mean by like that kind of fairy tale type of feeling, but the love is actually deeply genuine and it's just beautiful. Oh my God, look at that. This is the twin flame card in the deck right here, Two of Flames. Yes, this is their energy to you, along with this Ten of Cups. So Sagittarius, those of you who are just so insecure, I could promise you in the story that I told, this would go right here with them. And this card here, the actual twin flame card that's in the description about this card is talking about that. That would go there. That is how they feel about you. You have no fear, like no fear whatsoever. They are on board. They want to heal. They want a second chance. They want to all out in the light. No secrets. Let's do this. Let's make it real. Let's do it right. Okay. So let's see what needs to heal inside of you and inside of them. Integration. I combine body, mind, and soul to lift all of humanity into a new dimension. This to me is Sagittarius telling you another confirmation that, because look at, it's card 44, more twin flame. Look at that, because look, 8 and 4. 2 4s equal an 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. We got 4 4. Oh my God, your reading is just off the hook. That's all I gotta say. Holy cow. Allowing your mind and body and soul to all come into beautiful alignment and recognize that you and your twin flame are in a new dimension of experience and love. Okay? Wow. I am just kind of like tripping. And then they have a solar plexus chakra. I take actions daily that awaken my personal powers. So this here is saying that your twin flame needs some healing in their third chakra, meaning they need to allow themselves to become more empowered in expressing who they are, what they want from you. I feel like you could definitely be the more dominant personality or energy, and they need to feel like they have just as much say, just as much power, just as much choice in the relationship as you. Or it could be the opposite of that, where they need to tone that down. They have the more dominating personality and they need to allow you to be fully empowered in yourself along with them in perfect balance, harmony. Okay? So, man, I am just loving the shit out of your reading. Oh my gosh. So let's take a look at what the experiences are for you and your twin flame as you guys reunite. We already know you're madly in love, like in the honeymoon phase, up in the clouds, having amazing sex, I'm sure. All right, so we have choices. This to me is like we're making better choices this time around. Oh, look at, here's card 44 again. Another confirmation. This is that energy where I'm saying it's playful, it's butterflies, it's all that silliness. Oh my gosh, I love it. Best card ever. This to me, look at card 13, this is card 12. Anyways, this is saying, Sagittarius, that the past is the past. That's a whole different book. It's over, it's done, let it go, because now we have a brand new book that we're starting with each other. The conclusion of the past is the past, and don't think you know the future through these fears, because you don't. You guys have started a brand new book entirely, a whole new story. with each other, and we're making different choices this time. We're very playful. We're having so much fun with each other. I'm like totally jealous. Oh my God. Oh. So let's look at your advice, Sagittarius, for you and your twin flame. And I just hear somebody out there. Yes, yes, I hear you. I will draw one more zodiac sign so that it's more than just Sag. I hear you. All right. New vision. Yes. What did I tell you? Air, receive. You guys are a whole new book, whole new story. Allow yourself to totally see that and only see that. Let the past go. It has no purpose in the now. Yep. Here's water and flow. This, to me, is the depiction of, oh yeah, I forgot. It fell. Of that lover's energy where we have tempered ourselves and we're allowing things to be what they are. You're allowing your twin flame to be who they are. They're allowing you to be who you are. And we are having a much better experience this time around, okay? Again, because we are making different choices. And self-care. This is really about how neither one of you don't lose yourself in the other, okay? You both need to be strong. You both need to hold your boundaries. You both need to love and honor and cherish yourself as you do the other, okay? But man, Sagittarius, this is gorgeous. And I was almost forgot to grab that other side, but I heard you. So let's see. So very strong for Sag, and for Sag, Virgo. Okay, does not exclude all the other 12 signs, or 10 signs, I should say. But some of you, very special confirmation that if it is a Virgo who is your twin flame. So Sagittarius, I am wishing you and your twin flame all the magic, love, and light in this world. Beautiful, beautiful. Do not be afraid. Let that past go. This is like next level shit, like out of this world, a whole nother dimension. I'm jelly. So there it is for you. Let the past go. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.